So hey loves, I'm coming back to you today with another video, and this is actually going to be a haul video. I figured I'd do this for you and show you everything that I've gotten saved from maybe January to now, like different stuff I've done in my hauls. So I wanted to come to you today because my makeup is still actually holding up really good and my hair is, doing its own little thing before I actually get braided up. So first of all, I'm going to show you what I've accumulated over those 3 months. And to start off today, I'm actually going to do, my first thing I'm going to show you is this brush collection that I actually got. I got these from Macy's and it's actually amazing. And literally, I haven't used any of these brushes except for one. And literally, to be quite honest, I bought it for this one brush. It reminds me of Sigma has this brush, I think it's like $17 or $27, that's just like this. And it blends like, oh my gosh, perfection. Like I used it to do my foundation today and to blend out my concealers. You can see I do have a highlight. It is highlighted underneath my eyes, and I blended out the edges with this. And this brush right here is amazing, like a miracle blend brush, and I literally bought it just because I wanted this brush. I felt my mom's set and it was super soft, and I was like, I'm going to buy that. And here's the whole set. I do like the brushes in this, I'm not gonna lie. The foundation brush, it has a nice, actually a nice contour eye brush in there, and the brushes in here are actually really nice. And I figured I'd use a concealer, a powder brush, a blush brush, a contour, multi-purpose brushes. And it actually comes with this nice little case. So literally, if you're traveling, you can wrap this up and it looks like a little purse. So this is perfect. You can't go wrong with it as far as I'm concerned. So this is one item I want to share, and this brush is amazing. Like, this is my foundation brush right now. I love it and you cannot go wrong with it. So the next item I'm going to share with you today is actually going to be something else I bought from Macy's that I believe was like about $49, either $39 or $49, which was a good deal that Macy's was having going on at that time. The next item I got from them was this. My mom actually got it for me, so I was super elated. Like, look at this packaging, loves. Like, tell me this isn't pretty. It's textured, it's black, and it just looks amazing. So I was really excited when she bring this home, and I'm actually going to swatch it for you today. I have swatched it once, but just to see a few colors that are in here. But this, as you can see, it has the plastic to cover and protect it, but it has eyeshadows in every family range, and it also has like the little bronzer sets, the highlights. You use this as bronzer or highlights mixed in. It has the blushes, then it has lip glosses, which I learned when I actually tapped on one along with the neutrals. These are the colors and neutrals. Actually, some neutrals up there too. But this right here, literally, I thought was amazing. It's gorgeous. Just for simply the packaging, this is amazing. And I'm actually going to, let me say, swatch two colors in it just so you can see. I don't want to go too deep in, but let's say take this purple color. And on my hands, like, that actually looks pretty good. It's not bad. I'm going to actually do it on my hand and see. And look at that payoff. That is actually really great payoff for a store brand. Like, it looks good. And I'll do one more. I'll do one of the lighter shades for you just to see how it pops up, because I'm actually really, really excited to try this palette because it has so many colors, like the diversity in it. I don't know if they still have it in stores. They probably still have some left. But this was another color. As you can see, it's reflective like a light blue. And right there, like, look at that. It's so silky when you rub it in, and it's super pigmented. So I already know once I put this on with their primer, it's going to be popping. So I am super happy. And then it has blush and bronzer, which their bronzer I will use as a highlight on me just because of my complexion, so I think it works perfectly. And the next thing I'm going to show you today is going to be this. It was in my favorites video, and I told you in that video, this is my color. All you chocolate sisters, mocha sisters, my complexion and darker, you could pull this off. Like, honestly, if you could see, I'm going to show you my contour today. This is the contour that I have on. I did go over it with Raisin to warm it up a bit, but my contour, as far as I'm concerned, is flawless. This works for sisters that are my complexion, a bit darker. You can pull this off, and this is a wonderful contour. I just prefer to warm it up with Raisin on top of it, so it's not too harsh for me. But then it also has other colors, and literally, the color selection is so silky and smooth. Like, it blends in perfection. Look at that. You can tell right there from there, like, the contrast in it, that it's strong. And I'm going to take one other color. I haven't used it, but this, honestly, I will use as also a highlight because it's actually really pretty. It's a nice skin tone, so I might not use it as a highlight, but look at that. It's pretty. It's not something I would personally gravitate towards on my own skin. I'd use it more in my kit because this is actually really close, but the glitter it gives off, like the reflectiveness, I think it would actually pull off as a nice highlight on me also. So I might use this, but the other colors, I think it's something great to have. Your highlights and everything, your under eye, which is the banana powder. It's actually a yellow tone. It's close to the banana powder, and it's in a compact, as you can see some. So that's something depending, but for my complexion, I personally do not use yellow powder on my skin. I bought this, and literally, I think I might have bought two. It was buy one and get one 50% off. So I do have another one sitting around somewhere in my house that's actually missing this brush. And literally, I bought it for this brush. This brush right here is the buffing brush. It's amazing. I use it to set my powder. I also use it for my light foundations. I have like 4 of these brushes, but it is such a good investment. $17. And with Ulta, when you get that buy one get one 50% off, plus you get that $3.50 off, like you can't go wrong. And if you have money on from your rewards, that's also another reduction you get. So these are quality brushes. The contour brush in here is amazing, and this little brush, I don't know what they call it in here, detailed brush, is great for like getting into your corners right here. So it's a good brush if you want to do it to line underneath your eyes. The contour brush is great, and I'm not a huge concealer brush person, but I'm sure there's a use for this. I'm not huge on concealer brushes. I prefer to use my beauty blender, or to actually use a bigger foundation brush to brush it, buff it in better. But this is something I bought. I bought 2, and I actually gave this one to my auntie because I thought it would be perfect for her powder. But this is an investment indeed. If you want quality brushes that are not too expensive, this is something you should go towards. This is the Real Technique brush set. And which one is this? The Core Collection. So you should definitely invest in that. Next thing I'm going, this was also my favorites video that I collected. It was on sale literally for like $4, and I was like, what the heck, I'm going to buy it. I like the color. I think it'd be a perfect highlight. This is the only highlight I have used on my skin. With the exception today, I couldn't find it when I was doing my makeup, so I used a different one. But this color is like literally gorgeous. I can't speak much for the blush. It does have reflective, so I feel like it's going to be kind of highlight. It's slightly pink with my complexion, though I don't think it's honestly going to work too well. So, but this is a gorgeous one. It's from Sonia Kashia, and it's the Glimmer Blush Gelo, and it's called Glimmer 51. It's perfect, and it was marked down. So I bought it, and I'm in love with it. The next thing I want to bring to you today is actually going to be my LA Pro. And I bought this, and I believe I wore it in one video already with a liner on my lips. And this right here is literally, I got it in pinup. It's so pigmented, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm just gonna put it on my lips for you to see right now, since my color is missing. But you can, and literally, I'm just gonna pat it in the middle of my lips. And look at that. You can see already from there how pigmented it is. Like, it's amazing. I love it. With a dark liner, you can rock this out no problem. And they have multiple colors because I do wear liner with it. And I know people say it's kind of messy at times, but I haven't had that problem. This is actually the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I bought 2 of these. Also had the sale where they were marked down for $10. I believe they're normally like $19 or $20. $10 a piece, so I bought this. I love this stuff. It's on my eyes today. I think it's amazing. I bought this one, and I also bought Sin. Sin has more of a glitter to it. And it's more glitter, so I feel like with the Sin, I could actually sit there and wear it as an eyeshadow and do my transitioning color, and it'd work perfectly. Maybe you could set it with something, but it's gonna have a shimmer, so it's something that you can wear easy without having to do a shimmer color. So I bought both of those to go to it. Urban Decay, they're great for eyeshadow primers. And this, the original, you can also use to help set your concealer so it lasts longer. The next thing I bought, which isn't, I feel like I have more makeup, but I'm gonna show you these 2 while I'm thinking about it. I bought this the other day. This is a Headbands hair. I have natural hair, and I saw this at TJ Maxx, $3.99. It's normally $6. And as you can see, which is exactly why I bought it, it's thicker. And the fact of the matter, it has this, like the plastic that actually grips. I think it's going to hold my hair great because I have another one with the grip and it holds great. But the fact that this is thicker, I think it's going to be more efficient. So I bought this, and then I also bought this from, I believe, Forever 21. It is like $2. I saw $1.50, $1.90. So I bought this Forever 21. They're a whole bunch, but literally I don't really wear these in my hair. If I do a bun, I may do it, but this I bought more for the purpose of separating my hair. I'm a natural girl. When I wash it, I want to separate my hair. So I figured I should go ahead and purchase them because you can never have enough. You go through them like they're crazy. If I do want to put my hair up this one section, if it's out, or just put a part up, or to do a bun, this is perfect to have, and it's a whole bunch. And they actually feel like they're going to hold up, and they actually don't have the clip. It's the glue or whatever whatever they use, so it's not going to snag your hair, because snagging is not a good thing for us. As you can see, it causes knots and tangles, and we don't have time for that. The next thing I'm going to show you, which I actually bought, is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. I actually got this one and the regular one. I didn't mean to get the regular one, but it was mixed in with what I bought. It was $3 from the cosmetic outlet, so I figured I wanted to try it and see how it works with my skin. I am an oily girl, so the normal moisturizer is more for dry skin, so I'll use that at nighttime, and then this one is for oily skin because it is a gel. So I wanted to try it before I actually committed to paying like 30 bucks for it, because I don't know about that. That's expensive for a moisturizer, but if it's worth it, and the fact that it has a pump, I know it will last. So I want to try it. I bought this from the cosmetic outline. I live in Florida. This was from the Sawgrass Mall in Saks Fifth Avenue, I believe it was. I don't know. But this right here is $15, a Clinique set. I'm going to show you everything in it. This is what came in it. To start off, the first thing that I got in this bag was Clinique Rinse Off Foam Cleanser. So it's all tester size, but even for their testers, they do charge larger amounts of money. So this right here, I paid with everything $15 altogether. Rinse Off Foaming Cleanser. Then I got the Pore Refining Solution. Then I also got another Pore for Refining Solution. One I guess is for underneath my makeup. The other one, they both probably are, but this one is tinted. And then I also got Pore Refining Solution. That was in there along with the eye cream. I've actually heard great all about eyes, reduces circles, puffs. I've heard great reviews on this. Girls have actually told me like, oh my gosh, you're going to love this. So I'm excited. And then they gave me a little shadow set, which is actually really, but it has a little pink with a dark color. And this is nice. It's cute packaging. But this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I dropped one on the floor. Items that also, my primer which fell. This was another item. Ulta, it was on sale. Too Faced Primed Poreless Pure. I have used this. It's okay. It's not the greatest. I do like the fact that it's silicone, but I like my Mary Kay one too. I feel like it's similar in texture, but it isn't something that I would personally repurchase because I don't feel like there's more of a difference compared to the NYX or another one that I use. It's okay. It's alright. It's not something I would repurchase and pay full price. I paid $10 for this on the Ulta sale, which is, watch out when they have it because they have some items you can try if you haven't that are a good price, $10. And it's okay. I wouldn't repurchase as I've told you. Next thing I actually did purchase was the Fergie. And this was like 50% off, which is why I bought it. And this is actually a gorgeous highlight. I do like it. I'm going to open it. Be careful. These do break really easily. But look at that. Like, you can see the reflectiveness. And I'm actually just going to pat it on and see if you can see. I really have a good highlight, so it's not going to show up. I'll just mark it right here. And look at that. You can see it's a nice natural highlight, so I don't think it's going to be too much, but it's actually really nice and natural looking. But when you turn, it pops on your cheekbones, so I am actually really happy with it. Another item that I purchased is this. So I had to share this with you. It's the Garnier Clean Shine Control Cleansing Gel. It was in my favorites video because it's amazing. I could take off all my makeup with this, and I'm in love with it. I wipe my lips off first and wash it. So this is something I think you should definitely invest in, because literally for me to be able not to use a makeup wipe and get my liner off, and y'all know my liner is like stubborn, especially when I go in to make it look like I have falsies. My liner comes off with no problem, and normally it's a fight to get liner off. So I was very pleased with that. Urban Decay, I got the tester one. I do have their all-nighter spray. This is actually the Slick Makeup Setting Spray Oil Control. This is actually really nice. I feel like it's similar. I spray my face with this before I start my makeup, then I do it at the end to set it in. It works good. It's something I would get again, probably the setter. I do want to try another companies to see. It is a good product. I think you do have, but I don't know if I can tell a difference with my skin between the two at this point, but I haven't used it enough yet. So another item that I did purchase is the Real Technique brush, and this is actually contouring brush. It's okay. I literally go in and flay my contour in, and you can brush it up. I do want to try it with cream because I use powder to contour now. When I do get my cream, I want to try it with it. But literally, I lay it down and it lays heavy. But I do use another brush to buff it out more, so it's more buffed into my skin and doesn't look as harsh. I don't feel like, because it's so dense, it works as that. I've used it as a foundation brush, and it gets right up underneath your eyes perfectly. So if you need a foundation brush, you can use this because it is dense enough. So because it's so dense, I don't feel like it's a perfect perfect for actually, I know people have complained about it rubbing off their makeup. I put it on and then I buff it out with another brush and it looks gorgeous. So this is something you can mince in, and if you want something that fits more underneath your eye, this is the brush for you. Next thing I did, which I should have did earlier, but this is also from Macy's. It's another brush set, the mini travel set. It actually has a little travel container that actually flips over, and it has your blurring brush, foundation brush, angled blush brush, short shading brush, orbit brush. Blurring brush right here, you can see dual fiber, and that is actually really nice, and they're soft, so I've touched them. I took it out because my mom bought the same set, so I touched on hers and they're super soft. As I told you with the earlier brushes from them, they're a good company. They feel good, they feel nice, and as I told you, my favorite brush is in the other set, but this is something you can also get to travel, and that's actually a good quality if they do still have it in stores. At Macy's, I finally indulged and bought this palette from Morphe. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette. You have this whole palette come out and look at the colors. It's simply gorgeous. And my plastic just fell out of it. But the colors are normally gorgeous, and this is the Jaclyn Hill one. And you can see these are gorgeous, and I want to show this to you today because if you see my makeup, my eye makeup is literally, every color in there is from this, except for I went in with one of my MAC shadows to make my crease a bit darker. But literally it has a transitioning color, even for this Chocolate Sisters. Like, I use this as my transitioning color and it looks amazing. And there's also other options you can use for transitioning colors in here, but that's what I use. It looked amazing. The colors are super pigmented. You can tell from my eyes. And this has been on for a while. I think it's gorgeous. I love it. And honestly, you can't go wrong if you can catch it. I know it's hard to catch because they sell out so fast, but I just happened to luck out that day with it. So this is the last item I wanted to share with you out of my mini haul. Not a mini haul, but my haul over, say, the last 3 months. Products that I've purchased, how I think about them, how I feel about it. And this, if you're looking for an eyeshadow palette at a reasonable price, this is it, because they're super pigmented and you can see from my eyes. It's simply gorgeous. I love it. So I want to share these items with you that I purchased since the beginning of the year to now and what I thought about them. And please let me know if you like, if you enjoyed. Thumbs up, like, and if you have any questions, please ask below. I'm more than happy to explain on anything else in case I wasn't clear enough. As I told you, I haven't tried everything yet, but I'm feeling it. And then like also recommendations off of this, like I had to share it with you. It's like a haul. If you have a cosmetic outlet close to you, you can find makeup for discounted prices from all different companies. So it's something you want to check out. But if you like this video, please thumbs up, like, and I will see you next time, loves. Have a good night.